Hi friends, welcome to Rouse Rising. If you are new here, my name is Katie and tonight you're cooking dinner with me. We're gonna make some mung bean curry, and some simple beluga lentils. You don't wanna miss this, it's delicious. On this channel, I share with you all about holistic homemaking. That includes cooking, cleaning, food storage and preparation, all the good stuff made from scratch. If you are into all of that, please click the subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of my family. We do so much around here and we have so much fun. This community is by far the best community on YouTube. It's something you want to be a part of. I know you do. Give this video a like, that's a thumbs up, and stick around because we're making a delicious dinner. We're gonna start this day off by cooking some oatmeal, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit of pantry restocking too because none of my containers are full right now, so we're gonna do a little bit of that this morning as well. But with my oatmeal, I recently learned, and you all, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but we should be rinsing all of our grains, all of our legumes, everything. We should be rinsing them off before we cook them. So this is a recent practice that I just started. A long time ago, I learned that I should be rinsing my rice and saving the rice water for my plants, but I didn't realize that I was supposed to be washing all my grains. Oh shoot, you know what I did? I did this last time too. I started rinsing my oatmeal, but I'm adding it to my pan too soon. I gotta get my water boiling first.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what has been broken. Take this weight off my shoulders, cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
We also have this coconut, so we're gonna sprinkle some of this on top of the oatmeal. Grab your sprinkles. Is that enough, or you think you want more?
Hi, baby. Boy wants to eat.
Monica, do you want some coconut sprinkled on yours?
Yeah.
That's not yours, you're over here.
I got some.
Do you want to sprinkle some?
No, no,
It's okay. It's not all yours. Here, you reach in here and you sprinkle some on yours. A little more? You gotta mix it up, okay? Good job. Here, Monica, you want some? Here. A little more? You want a little more? Good job.
I forgot my cue.
Do you like oatmeal, Bodie?
Football base.
No, that's not yours.
Every morning I pack lunch for my allergy kiddo, and my boys, as much as I would prefer them to have packed lunch, they prefer to have school hot lunch, and so that's what they have. And then Hagen, lately we've been giving her this cream cheese with either jelly or sunflower butter together, just to try to get her some extra calories in her diet. It's been tough to find foods for her that she feels safe eating, and if you've had experience with allergic reactions and food allergies, it can be rather terrifying when you eat something and you start to experience those reactions. And so we've just found a few things that she really enjoys eating, and so it's consistent every day. This is what she gets for lunch, and this is what fills her belly and keeps her happy. And I'm so glad that we found some things that she can eat and that don't affect her negatively. What a blessing that is, to give her a nourishing meal and something to fill her belly so she can think while she's at school.
Okay, so here we are. I have no kids, I have no background noise, so I can talk to you guys today. Today we're gonna be cooking mung beans. Now, if you've been around this channel, you know I have a child that has allergies to mammal products. And in an effort to give her more protein of the plant-based kind, today I'm gonna be making some of these mung beans that I got from Azure Standard, and I'm also gonna make her a batch of these Beluga Lentils. Now, the purpose of this is to have items in the refrigerator that when she's hungry, she can just give herself some protein, and we'll have some rice in the refrigerator too. I'm gonna put everything in Tupperware containers so that she can eat whatever she wants, whenever she wants, but we've got to figure out some more options for her. So this is what we're gonna do. Today we're gonna be making these mung beans, and I'm gonna show you how to make them. And this is actually my first time ever making them and tasting them. I've never had mung beans before, but I'm excited to give these a try. I know a lot of people use these to make curry, and I bought them for the purpose of sprouting. However, I'm not gonna be sprouting these. I'm not gonna sprout these today. Today we're just gonna make a delicious mung bean curry for Miss Hagen, because that's what she likes. She loves curry. So what you wanna do is, first of all, you're gonna select manual on your Instant Pot. Now you can cook these on the stove as well, and you can follow the directions on the back of the bag, but we're just gonna do this manually in the Instant Pot. And we do it for 3 minutes, and then we let it come to pressure or depressurize naturally. That means I'm not gonna depressurize this manually. We're just gonna let it depressurize. We're gonna do 3 cups of water. 3 cups of water, and these mung beans actually need to be rinsed. So we give the mung beans a nice washing. That just makes sure that we get any dirt or debris or anything off of them, any yucky from the manufacturing process, from the preserving process. We want to get all that off of there. So this is what the beautiful mung beans look like in the Instant Pot. And the next step is really simple. It's already starting to cook. I'm gonna add salt to it later. So right now we're just putting the mung beans and the water in there. I'm gonna put the lid on, close the vent so that it gets under pressure, and then after 3 minutes, I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 to 12 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is once this is done cooking, it's gonna go beep, beep, beep. So it has to heat up, come to pressure, then the 3 minutes start, and then after those 3 minutes, it goes beep, beep, beep. It turns off the heater inside of the Instant Pot, and then this is going to depressurize in its own time. I'm gonna give it about 10 to 12 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip this valve, and we'll get to that in a minute. Once this beeps, and I missed the beep on camera, but it goes to low, and then it shows you how many minutes, but I'm gonna set my timer for 11 minutes, about anywhere between 10 and 12 minutes. And then after that amount of time, I'm gonna flip this, but right now it's just gonna stop cooking. It's gonna naturally depressurize. And then by the time in 11 or 12 minutes, those mung beans should be done. For seasoning, we are gonna do oops, wrong one. We're gonna do half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Of course, you can use fresh, and you can also use fresh onions, but we're gonna go ahead and do half a teaspoon of garlic powder. We are gonna do half of a teaspoon of onion powder. We're gonna do half of a teaspoon of turmeric. And we're just getting all this ready while our stuff decompresses. Half a teaspoon of turmeric. And then we're gonna do a quarter of a teaspoon of paprika. A little bit more than that. All right, paprika. A quarter of a teaspoon of ground ginger. That smells lovely. And then, you can also add curry to it, or you can skip all of these and you can just do like a full teaspoon of your curry powder. We're also gonna do about 3/4 of a teaspoon. I'm gonna say that's 3/4, maybe less. I take all that back. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna taste it, and I'm gonna see if that's enough salt in there. I'm also gonna taste the mung beans after all these are in there. I'm gonna taste them, even though I'm not supposed to be eating beans and stuff. I want to taste them because I'm curious. I may or may not add this curry powder. So there we go. There's our seasonings. We'll get those in about 10 minutes. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is, I've got my Instant Pot here. This is gonna be my rice pot. And the nice thing about having 2 Instant Pots is I can get my rice going while this cooks. So we're gonna start out with This is 3 cups of rice because I want to have some extra so that I don't have to cook tomorrow night. And I eat rice almost every single day. It's the one thing that I give myself on carnivore and as a breastfeeding mother, to have some extra carbs and things like that. So I still eat rice. It does not affect me. It does not cause me inflammation or pain. So I can still eat this. I add it in with my egg. So we're gonna go in with 4 cups of chicken broth, and then we're gonna do another 2 cups of water. Okay, with an extra 2 cups of water. That has a bit of salt in it already in the chicken broth, but I'm just gonna add maybe half a teaspoon more Redmond's real salt. If you want to get an awesome discount and free shipping on Redmond's real salt, check the link down below in my video's description. If you spend over $30, let's say you buy a 10-pound bag or a 25-pound bag, you get free shipping. Okay, this is ready to decompress the rest of the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these mung beans out and we're gonna put the rice in. And then we're gonna put this rice in there. So we're gonna take the mung beans out. We'll do the rest of the seasonings now. I imagine these mung beans would taste excellent with a can of tomatoes in them as well, but I'm not gonna do that today. All right, there we go. So these mung beans are done. They're just gonna sit here for a few minutes. We are meal prepping today. All right, now we just select the rice function. We got our rice in there. We've got our rice function. We are going to close this lid up and let it go to town. We're gonna go in here with all of our seasonings. There we go, delicious. It smells amazing. Gosh, these smell so good already. We're gonna give them a good stir. Now, it is wise to soak your mung beans, but I didn't plan in advance. I'm a terrible planner. I did not soak these, but I'm just gonna let them sit here and absorb the rest of the water. So I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon of curry powder just to give them that extra little boost of flavor. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. And we're gonna have some curried mung beans. All right, so now we're gonna make these beluga lentils, and I'm gonna do 1 cup of these to 3 cups of water. I'm gonna rinse these because you should be rinsing all of your grains and legumes. You just should, because you don't know what's been on them. So it's just better to rinse them clean. And you can use water or stock to make your lentils. I'm just using water today. Typically I would use chicken stock or beef stock, and I have plenty of it on my shelf, but I'm just gonna keep it simple for my daughter, and I should be cooking this in broth, but I'm cooking the rice in broth. You know, I don't wanna use all my broth. So we're gonna wash these and throw them in there. This is my caraway pan, and you can only cook this on medium heat. You never go over that, but we're gonna get this going. We're gonna throw these lentils in there. I just wanna say something. A few of y'all have mentioned, like, you don't like it when I wear the turban or hats or anything, but I have Hashimoto's and I'm freezing all the time. It's about 68 degrees in the house. My hands are ice cold, my feet are ice cold. I'm moving around, I'm doing a lot of stuff, but I am still freezing, and I'm wearing this so I look nice for you. But normally I would be wearing like extra layers and my bath or shower robe over top of all my clothes because I'm frozen all the time, you guys. It's just the way it is. I don't have a lot of fat on my body or the ability to stay warm, and I recently got another autoimmune diagnosis of scleroderma, which means that I don't know if you've ever heard of like Raynaud's syndrome, but it's just where you're cold intolerant. You aren't able to tolerate the cold. So it's snowing outside. I am ready to move down south. We've lived in England, we've lived in the Pacific Northwest, and this mama is ready to be somewhere where it's warm, where I'm not frozen to the bone. Don't get me wrong, I love, love, love the snow. I love the Pacific Northwest. I loved England, but I'm ready to be dry and warm, and that's just what I'm ready for in life, you all. So I apologize that I've got the turban on, It's just a part of my winter attire. It helps keep me warm. It helps trap some of the heat in my body. So anyways, we're gonna get back to these lentils. We're gonna let these cook. They gotta cook for, the lentils are gonna double or triple in size. So we're gonna cook these for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna set this for 15 minutes and I'm gonna come back and check on them in a few to make sure they're cooking. Another thing I like to do is anytime I have a product from Azure Standard, I like to put my label on it. The label from the bag, and this one still has a little bit of sticky on the top, but I just want to make sure I don't forget what these are, and I also want to make sure that I have the cooking instructions with them. Much better. And I'm going to tape the sides down because I don't want them getting ripped or torn, caught on anything. Voila! Mung beans going on my pantry shelf. Oh, and look at how pretty. Turning the water black. Beautiful. These belugas, they taste just like black beans. They're really tasty. They taste like little baby black beans. They're so yummy. All right, so we're back over here at our rice. Rice is done. Normally I would just turn it off and let it sit for a little while, but see, that makes a big mess. Blows steam up to the ceiling and just makes a big slobby mess. So we just cover it up and I'll come back to you. All right, done venting. Ooh, that's creamy rice. We love sushi rice. That's the kind of rice that I use. All right, this is what our rice looks like. So it's not going to be all nice and separated and all that. It gets a little bit gelatinous-y, but we like it. We like it nice and sticky like that. That's how the bone broth cooks it. Tastes delicious. If you're not cooking your rice in bone broth for the extra, or meat broth, whatever kind of broth you have, vegetable broth, it adds so much nutrition to the rice. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So the timer went off. These are probably done cooking. I still have them simmering right now, but I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt to this. You can salt to taste more or less however you want to. That's how much I put in there. So maybe you want to start out with half a teaspoon of salt and then go up from there. All right, so these are done. They do look green right now, but as they sit here in their stuff, everything's gonna thicken up and these are gonna be more of a black color because you can see all the dye came out of them. I wonder if this would work well to dye clothing, like a natural way to dye clothing if you used mung beans. Probably not. It's probably not concentrated enough, but I guess if you made enough mung beans, you could get that concentration. Or if you simmered down the water, you could get it more concentrated. But just an idea, just a, you know, if SHFTF SHTF, then if we're making clothes, weaving our own clothes again, growing our own cotton, weaving our own clothes, there you go. Maybe that'll make them a nice gray color. So I'm just gonna let these sit. The family's still out. I'm gonna let these sit and absorb more. I might let them go another 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna set my timer just in case I forget, because time goes by really fast. And then I'm gonna work on cleaning up my kitchen. because I buy these big bulk bottles from Azure, and then I just refill this. It's convenient. I like it. There we go. That doesn't screw on, that just goes on top. We keep our bread stored in a plastic bag. I don't have a bread thing on my counter because I already have too many things on my counter. I don't need any more. I got too much stuff. You know, it's real easy to mess up a meal. Real easy. So you guys saw what those mung beans looked like after 3 minutes. 3 minutes was not enough time, y'all. And yes, my spoon is black from the Beluga Lentils. 3 minutes was not enough time. I put them in there, back in the Instant Pot pressure cooker for another 2 minutes. So you need to cook your mung beans for 5 minutes under pressure. You need to let it naturally release pressure for 10 to 12 minutes. And then this is what they'll look like. You guys are learning from me while I'm learning. So it did take the full 3 cups of water or broth. If you want to strain off that last little bit, but that's yummy. That's yummy sauce. So that's going to be really good on our rice. So I'll plate this up for you guys and show you what tonight's dinner is going to look like. Okay, I had to taste this because I had to taste this because I had to. I'm probably gonna pay for it, but that's okay. It tastes delicious. Now I can feed it to my kids, and I know, hopefully, they'll eat it. I honestly think it's delicious, so I think that they'll think it's delicious too. That's my mother's prayer. They're also gonna have smoothies because they just went to the grocery store. I'm gonna try to share a grocery haul with you in this video as well, but they just went to the grocery store. Maybe it'll be a different video. And they're getting some stuff for Hagen, they're getting some baby diapers, and they're gonna get some stuff to make fruit smoothies, which we already have stuff to make fruit smoothies, but Aaron wanted grapes specifically because he wants to make some kind of grape ice cream where you freeze the grapes and blend them in the Vitamix. So I already had grapes and those are in the freezer, but he wanted to get more grapes. So that's what he's doing. I'll share that grocery haul with you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I've gotta get over there to the live. We have a live scheduled tonight, so go check out my lives, and we try to stay topic specific, but sometimes I get off topic. So hope to see you guys over there. Until next time, bye.